by Highway Patrol. An inmate at the Northwest Regional Correction Center in Crookston is facing 2 felony charges after an alleged jail assault. According to court records, on March 24th, Christopher Morrison threw boiling water on another inmate, causing serious burns and even parts of his skin to peel off. And that likely caused permanent disfigurement. Morrison was in court yesterday, and he's due back for a hearing on May 7th. A man is facing multiple charges after police say he held his ex-girlfriend hostage in her own home for several days. Fargo police say the victim's employer first contacted authorities after they got a text message that she will not be coming into work because she's being held hostage. Police went to the home in the 2600 block of 14th Street where the victim met officers and alleged she's been held at gunpoint by her ex-boyfriend for days. Officers found 39-year-old Anthony Peterson inside the home with a stolen firearm. He faces 4 total felony charges, including terrorizing with a dangerous weapon. Yesterday, a Wisconsin jury has found Nikolai Mew guilty on all counts connected to a fatal stabbing that became national news. Nikolai Mew was charged with first-degree intentional homicide in the 2022 stabbing death of 17-year-old Isaac Schumann. He was also charged with 4 counts of attempted first-degree intentional homicide for stabbing 4 others who did survive the attack. During the trial, prosecutors told jurors Mew was the instigator in the violence and had multiple opportunities to remove himself from the situation. At sentencing, Mew will face the possibility of life in prison. Turning our attention to the weather now, a weekend warm-up is on the way. Let's send things over to Summer Schnellbach with the details. Good morning, Summer.
Good morning, and what a better way to start our day than with a sunrise like this over the FM area. Here's what we're watching for you in your first alert headlines. Mostly sunny and warmer temperatures today compared to yesterday and less wind. Looking toasty this weekend. We're talking 60s and 70s along with increasing chances for rain and thunderstorms for next week. Temperatures this morning a little on the cooler side, 25 in Devil's Lake. We're at 31 in Thief River, 28 in Langdon, Hallock, Grand Forks. Here in Fargo, we're at 35, 32 in Oaks, Detroit Lakes, and Fergus Falls. Temperatures this afternoon going to be warming up into the 50s and 60s. A few passing clouds across the north, full sunshine down across the southern Red River Valley. This weekend, mostly sunny for tomorrow, a few passing clouds, and 78 degrees in Fargo. A little breezy, winds out of the south 15 to 25 miles per hour. A north lighter breeze on Sunday brings temperatures just a couple of degrees cooler, still in the 60s and 70s. Looking ahead to next week, we're talking rain for the first part of the week. Some scattered showers throughout Monday morning. Monday night, some thunderstorms. That continues and leads to widespread rain and thunder showers for the day on Tuesday. This is all brought on by a low pressure system. As that low exits to the east, we're going to see a little bit of a break on Wednesday before the wraparound on the cooler side. Several of our forecast models now putting in the potential for some snow Thursday into Friday. But for this weekend, we're expecting warmth. Cooler next week as those temperatures or as those rain showers move in. We're talking highs next week. A couple of days in the 40s, but most days going to see those high temperatures in the 50s.
Yeah, wow, that's 78 degrees on the way. What a beautiful Saturday ahead of us.
Yeah, I feel like I have to remind myself and remind other folk it's not a typo. We're actually going to be that warm for tomorrow.
I'm going to be in denial until it's actually here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Summer. Well, wedding season is upon us, and that means that brides are booking florists, photographers, and of course, wedding venues. And that's where we find the Valley today's Tatum Miller live at one of North Dakota's most popular wedding venues to give us an inside look. Good morning, Tatum.
Good morning, Alex. I'm here live with Lisa Vetter, who is the general manager here at the Pines venue. And right now we are about to give you a live tour of the Pines Black.
Yes, yep. So this is Pines Black. This is the more modern industrial of the two buildings, and this is also the newest one. So it's almost at its 2-year birthday. This seats 345 at its max. So we're in the reception space right now. So the dinners and the cocktail hour and the dances all happen in this space. Like I said, it's more modern industrial. So you have the nice black elements with the grain designs tables, and you kind of arrange it how you want.
So they still make all of these tables and wood pieces in here.
Yep, just next door in the shop, they'll produce all of the wood and the barn doors and all of that right on site.
That is incredible. So what are we walking into now?
So this is what we call a ceremony hall. So this is where the actual wedding will take place if you choose to get married on site. This will also seat 345 at its max. And then just right outside, we have a gorgeous patio and just a nice like outdoor hangout chill area.
Wonderful. And so we cross to the other side. We've got another room over here.
Yes.
And you said this building is only 2 years old.
Almost, yep.
That is insane.
Yes, almost 2 years old in June.
Oh my gosh. And you guys have your own bar.
Yes.
That the name kind of pays a little ode to history.
Yes, there used to be a 120 by 120 foot horse barn here where this foundation is, and so we named it after the original owners and founders of the property.
It is beautiful. So here you do open bar tabs and prepaid tabs.
Yep, you could make a fun his or her cocktail or like a mixed drink or anything like that.
Totally customizable. So
Yes.
what are we walking into here?
So this is what we call the Gathering Lounge or the 120 Lounge. Again, that 120 factor from the history. This is where like the family would hang out, play some golf and some billiards, just have a drink in the morning, maybe a mimosa, and kind of get ready. And then we have our prep suites in here as well.
All right. And this is the bride's prep suite that we are heading into now, correct?
Yes, so this is where, this is suite 1 is what we call it, and so this is where the bride would get ready and hang out, get hair and makeup done, and get dressed and all the fun things.
All right. Well, thank you so much for this very quick live look. I appreciate your power walking abilities. I'm Tata Miller for Valley News Live. When I check back in with you guys, we're going to take a look at Pines White. Back to you at the studio, Alex.
What a beautiful venue. Thank you so much for that live look, Tatum. And there's an attraction in Fergus Falls that's centered around a man-made disaster. John Lauriston shows us why the broken down dam is bringing in visitors from across the state.
A springtime stroll in Otter Tail County. It can take you to a variety of places. That includes a mud-soaked path on the east side of Fergus Falls, where you'll see both natural beauty and man-made failures.
There's still debris, there's still pilings in the water. Nothing was ever cleared out.
Chris Schulke is talking about the old City Light Dam. Built in 1908, it was once a major source of power until it crumbled without warning.
The city dam washed out less than a year after it was built.
The collapse happened during the early morning hours of September 24th, 1909. That's when the lights began to flicker and the powerhouse began to shake.
One of the workers who escaped later told the reporter that just as they scrambled to safety, the dam collapsed right into the river.
And it all happened within a matter of seconds.
It's like a movie. It was apparently crumbling as they were running off.
I'm sure their lives passed before their eyes real quick. A moment of sheer horror.
The rush of water created a domino effect, knocking down 4 other dams, a bridge, and flooding out homes and businesses. It was the first recorded flood in city history, and it was man-made. The cause was never entirely known, but it was likely due to an engineering error. The dam was built over a natural spring, which weakened the foundation.
There was a big controversy. There were lawsuits that took place afterwards.
115 years later, the area has been turned into a park with a very fitting name. The tons upon tons of concrete were never removed due to money and logistics. Now it's the river that owns the ruins.
As the years went by, they just kind of was left there, and then literally became quite a mecca for hikers, for kayakers, for canoeists.
In Fergus Falls, with photojournalist Dave Cheney, John Lauriston, WCCO News.
Well, if you don't have any fun weekend plans, we do have that warm weather, so that broken down dam may be a good weekend getaway. Well, with the warm weather, we've also been seeing true signs of spring. Local gardeners were out prepping yesterday. This is from the Catalyst East Garden on 21st Avenue in Fargo, which is one of 11 Growing Together gardens. Workers were seen prepping the grounds for planting. And the Great Plains Food Bank received a $50,000 donation yesterday. The donation comes from Cord Energy. They say this gift will help supply 100,000 meals for individuals and families experiencing food insecurity. Last year, the Great Plains Food Bank supplied 11.1 million meals across North Dakota and Clay County. You can head on over to Great Plains website for volunteer or donation opportunities. And happening today, golfers, it's your time to shine. The Fargo Parks District has been opening their 5 public golf courses for the season, the last of which are set to open this morning. Osgood and Elzagle will open today at 10 a.m. Prairiewood and Edgewood opened earlier this week, and Rose Creek opened last Friday and will allow golf carts, but on paths only. The conditions are still a little too wet for carts at the other courses. For more information on tee times and season passes, check out this story on our website or, of course, your free VNL News app. Well, the Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on the Fargo CW. If you're heading out the door, we'll see you back here next week. My name's Alex Larson.